Good evening, Monday, June 15th, 2026. I'm OG Nerd, and this is your OG Nerd News Update. Here's what you need to know tonight. After more than 100 days of war, the United States and Iran have reached a peace deal. The formal signing is set for this Friday in Geneva, Switzerland. The Strait of Hormuz is reopening, but tonight, Israel is refusing to go along, and that changes everything. President Trump declared Sunday evening, quote, "The deal with the Islamic Republic of Iran is now complete. Congratulations to all." He simultaneously authorized the removal of the U.S. naval blockade on the Strait of Hormuz, writing, quote, "Ships of the world, start your engines, let the oil flow." Here's why this matters. Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, who played a key mediating role, confirmed the deal calls for, quote, "the immediate and permanent termination of military operations on all fronts, including in Lebanon." The formal signing ceremony is set for Friday, June 19th in Switzerland. Iran and the United States agreed to a memorandum of understanding to end more than 100 days of war. The deal was mediated by Pakistan and Qatar, and Iran's deputy foreign minister said on Iranian television, quote, "Iran sees this deal as a victory." Iran has effectively controlled the Strait of Hormuz since shortly after the war began on February 28th. Virtually shutting down the vital passage for around 20% of the world's oil. Trump said Sunday the strait will be opened for mine removal after the deal is signed Friday. But here's the critical complication tonight. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told Trump that Israel will not put its troops from Lebanon and does not consider itself obligated to go along with the Lebanon-related parts of the deal. Just hours before the peace announcement, Hezbollah launched several drones at northern Israel. Hours later, Israel struck a Hezbollah command center in Beirut. Trump responded, saying the strikes, quote, "should not have happened." So let's be clear about where we are tonight. The U.S. and Iran have a deal. Pakistan, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey all helped broker it and are all applauding it. And Israel, our closest regional ally, just said it's not bound by it. The bigger picture, Trump is now at the G7 summit in Yverdon-les-Bains, where he will meet with French President Emmanuel Macron, and told reporters, quote, "the deal's all signed." He is expected to push G7 leaders to support the agreement and apply pressure to Israel to comply with the Lebanon provisions. For families in Latin America, the Caribbean, and South Asia, and for every working family that has been paying more for gas and groceries since February, the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz cannot come soon enough. Energy markets are already responding, but until the deal is fully signed and until Israel decides what it will do, the region is not yet at peace. Here's my take. This is genuinely significant, and I will say so clearly. A deal that ends the U.S.-Iran war, reopens the Strait of Hormuz, and includes Lebanon, if it holds, is real progress. Pakistan, Qatar, and the other mediators deserve enormous credit. Diplomacy worked. But I need to be honest about what's keeping me up tonight. Netanyahu just told the President of the United States the man who is his government's biggest financial and military supporter, that Israel does not consider itself bound by the terms of the deal. And the question every one of us should be asking is, what happens next if Israel keeps bombing Lebanon? A peace deal that only 2 out of the 3 parties follow is not a peace deal, it's a pause. And the people of Lebanon, who have already lost nearly 1/5 of their territory to Israel occupation, deserve better than a pause. That's where I stand. That's your news tonight on OG Nerd News Update. Follow us for daily coverage. I'm OG Nerd. Stay informed, stay sharp, but most of all, stay woke. Please follow us for the conversation on OG Nerd live at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, and we'll see you there. Good night.